Right, guys, so this is really the moment you've been waiting for. Okay, we've got two of your favorite things. We've got exponents and factorization all together. Okay, but now seriously, I know we're in a little bit of an existential crisis right now and we feel like very wobbly. This is hard stuff. Okay, so we got to remember there is degrees, different degrees of difficulty, and this is really difficult. Okay. I can't promise, but it's one of the most difficult. One of the most difficult. Let's just start. Okay. So
he's just hyping that up.
Okay. Right. So already we're going to realize that we have to work with a base of 6. So instead of 36, we're going to write 6 squared. Okay? And we must power it by x.
I already got it wrong.
Okay? Minus 6 to the power of x. Now this one, guys, here there's nothing I can do, so I'm going to just leave it. He's waiting for us. Okay, this one, you guys know how to do that. What do you do here? 6 to the power 2x. Okay. Actually, let me just think okay, let me just pause here for a second. I think, okay, there's 2 options we can do. Let me just pause here. Guys, thinking about it, okay, we can do it slightly easier. We can do it slightly, well, I'll carry on from here, but you'll see where I'm going. Okay, fine. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to write 6, instead of 6 to the power 2x, I can write this 6 power x times 6 to the power
1. You're 2x.
X, because together they add 2x. Okay? Minus 6 to the power of x, divided by 6x minus 1. Now, like I heard Oli or somewhere around here say, take a common factor up. What's the common factor? 6 to the power of x. So what will be in the brackets? 6 to the power of x minus 1. And now why is that so good? Because what can we do now? Now we can cross cancel. Because I have a multiplication sign, I can cross cancel that stuff. So the answer is 6 to the power of x. Okay, I'll just pause here for questions.
Anyone need help?
Okay, right. Over here, I think you'll figure out what's the first move. What's the first move with that?
3,
So it's 3 squared, right?
and then bracket
3 squared x minus 1. Now I'm going to have to show you something, a little bit of a trick. Okay? Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So the next step again, you know. What should I do now? 3 to the power? 2x. Now at this point, I think you're going to get a little bit stuck. Because there's no factor you can take out. But now check this beautiful trick. I can write 3 to the power of 2x as 3 to the power of x. What do I need to power it by? 2. By 2. Alright. Okay? Now let's just look at it for a second. We start with 9 power x, we turn it to 3 square power x, and then we got it to 3 power x power 2.
X plus 2.
So we can swap. What we've done is we swap these numbers. Square power x to x squared. It's the same thing because when I multiply them, I'll get 2x. Now at this point, you might ask, why am I doing this for? Okay, I'll tell you. I'll do put one number, and you'll figure out why am I doing it. If I put a 2 here, because 1 square is 1. What is this?
69.
Yes, it's a difference of a square, Janae, okay? Remember, 1 square is 1. So it's a difference of a square. So if it's a different square, I can write it as 3 to the power of x plus 1 times, let's see if you can give me the other bracket. 3 to the power of x minus 1, because it's a square minus a square. Divided by 3x plus 1, what do I do now?
Cancel 3x minus 1.
Cancel! Great thing, cancel! I love the enthusiasm. I love it. Okay. Right. Okay, so if you get one of these in the test, I said just run away. Just run away. Okay? Okay? So think about it. We're obviously working with exponents. We've done factorization. Okay, we took out one factor out. We've done difference of a square. What's the next kind of factorization we're going to have? The one that Henk already likes. Most of you like. Trinomials. So we're going to have trinomials. Okay, you like trinomials. So, no, but honestly now, guys, maybe you won't get full marks. But I think you can always get I mean in an exercise. This will be like 5 marks. I think you can score 1 or 2 marks here. I think you can. So the first thing, what would you do? What would you do with this 4 power x?
Run away.
No, don't run away. 2 square. This you can do. You know you want all the bases. You can see base 2, base 2. You want to have all the bases. So it's going to be 2 squared power x minus 4. Not 4. Minus 2. Yeah, it is 4. No, what's it 4? 4. Well.
You are 2 square and then outside x.
No. I would keep it as a 4. You'll see why in a second. Because I want all to do with 2 power x. So I don't want to mess the 2 power x. Plus 3 divided by 2 power x minus 1. Now, what can we do with the 2 and the x? We swap them. That's the main thing we learned today. Hey, hang on. Is this on? It is on. Okay. Right. That's the main thing that we learned today. We can swap. Exponent, we can swap them. 2 to the power x squared minus 4 times 2 power x plus 3 divided by 2 power x minus 1. Now, check out what I've got here. Check out what I've got. Okay, I know you don't like a circle, but we're not going to call it a square because you don't like square. We call it a circle. Or you want to call it a triangle.
So they just do it.
Okay. We've got a circle square minus 4 times a circle plus 3. Okay, what is that? That's a quadratic. That's a trinomial. We've got something square minus 4 times that something plus 3. So that's a trinomial. Now, to make things a little bit easier, more decent, let's just agree that for now, for a little bit, we'll call 2 to the power x, we'll call it a. Okay, just to make it a bit easier. We don't want to call it circles, triangles. Let's call it a. Let's rewrite this equation with the a. Okay, so it's going to be a squared minus. No, there's no x. The whole 2 power x is a. Okay, so a squared minus 4a plus 3 divided by a minus 1. Now, stuff like that you did, even last year you did. That's an easy trinomial. Let's try. So remember, we need to get a factor here. We need to no, there's not a squared. Okay, it's a in the 2 brackets, right? It's an easy trinomial. There's no number in front of it. Is it 1 and 3? You're right. Minus 1, minus 3. So minus 1 times minus 3 is plus 3. Minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. You're going to you will substitute. But a minute before we substitute, what do we do? The favorite part. Cancel out. Get the red pen. Okay? Cancel out. Isn't that satisfying?
And that's just 2x minus 3.
Exactly. So Hinkel is telling us, okay, a minus 3, but don't leave it like that because we know, well, what is a? We want it in, we're going back to this bit. So now we just substitute 2 to the power x, not 2x. Okay, 2 to the power x minus 3. And if you got there, big happy face as well.
So can we write that in the text?
Yeah, or call it even, you can say that's equal Hinkel. And then you can do Hinkel square minus whatever you want. As long as at the end you bring it back. Okay? I'll stop here. I think we had enough, no?